And we're going to Sector 2 now.
Yippee!
Alright. That is one flaw I do have with this game, is you have to go to the navigation room to tell you where to go, and then immediately go back to the navigation room.
Yeah.
I know it's all in service of this being a mobile game, but it is just a little silly. I think just the amount of save rooms they have in this game already made it perfect for mobile. They didn't need to go the extra steps, but it is what it is.
People are going to be so mad at you for calling this a mobile game. It's not mobile, it's portable. Get it right.
Metroid Fusion is the best mobile game I've ever played.
Nah, that would be Sonic Genesis.
You're right. I didn't think about that. So this section's fun. The map on this starts out a little smaller, but that's because it's one of the areas that has a lock to it. So that means we get to go off the beaten path for it. It's pretty obvious where you need to go, and it still stays pretty linear. But again, I do like these moments where it breaks up a little bit.
Yeah.
So you gotta ignore the data room.
I remember on my first playthrough of this, there was one point where I really, truly got stuck. I don't think it was... It was around the point where you run into... not Fantoon. What's the like, ghost dude boss that's not a ghost, but it's like a weird thing? Where you get the gravity suit, I believe.
Shoot, I can't remember his name.
Is it Fantoon?
No, that's Super Metro. That's
Right.
the ghost ship guy.
Right.
Oh, we're fake fans.
We are fake fans. I'm looking it up. Continue talking.
You go for that. But, I think the only point I really get lost in this game, it's not really lost, it's more I just can't figure out where I'm supposed to go, is in the section where you have to find the animals, because you detect life signs.
Right.
Because you have to, like, go out of your way
Nightmare.
to get all the way to the bottom. Nightmare. Oh, my goodness.
I can't believe I
should've
forgot
known
that. He's one of the coolest boss designs in the series.
Yeah. Especially because he's animated as he dies, which is so cool.
Yeah.
By the way, we didn't get to talk about this the last time, but I think the X might be one of my favorite enemy systems ever in a game. Because, like, you don't have to just kill your enemies. You can't just kill your enemies. You also have to absorb them. Like, even if you have, like, full health and ammo and there's not much need to it, if you don't absorb them and they fly around, they will just respawn and become a new enemy. Which I think is really cool.
Better than them just respawning the moment they go off screen or whatever. Like, that system I mean,
they'll
hate in
respawn
any
when you
game.
leave the room. But...
Yeah. Which, that's fine, but, like, crap where, like, the enemy, like, you just killed it and then you walk a little to the right and then it's back, you know? I hate that in any game. It's never enough to ruin a game, but... yeah, but I do like
Well,
it.
it's annoying
enemies in
because I
here.
feel like most times you forget it happens until you reach that one point where it's like you have to keep going back and forth, and there's that enemy just right on the edge of the screen who just always respawns, and you always have to kill him.
Yeah.
Where it's like they clearly didn't think about how he impacted some of the level design.
It's a big problem in Mega Man X when you do like wall jumping or whatever, because that's a movement where you just go back and forth, back and forth. Yeah.
This is one of my favorite things about this being so linear. Is this is one of the sections of the game that the SAX starts impeding your progress, where it'll start destroying doors so you can't get back, which is a really fun way of usually getting you to learn your new abilities and having to go off path again.
Yeah. Game's so cool.
It is.
Speaking,
there's a cool fake out later too.
Yeah. Speaking more on the like enemy system though, later on we're gonna see like weird amalgams of like.
Oh hey, I'm using missiles. Does that bother you?
A little bit, but I'll live. But later on we'll get like X parasites that like combine two enemies into one, and it becomes this amalgam. I wish we got to see more of that in this game, and I feel like if they ever did do a Fusion remake, that's the kind of thing I would like to see more of.
We kind of got it in Dread.
Yeah, that's true. It happened in that last area.
I know we're not supposed to talk about Dread, but man, like when the X show up and then are freed and start taking over the planet. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
so
one of the
cool.
coolest thing ever.
Dude, the shot of them all just like flying off.
And Sam is just looking out there like,
Yeah.
oh.
I really like that she still like absorbs the X in that game.
It's fully consistent with Fusion.
Yep.
It's so cool. And you even fight one of the X cores too.
I love when games can integrate. Okay, this is stupid. This is the dumbest.
And I forgot where
thing.
it's at.
It's like at the right of that background sprite. Like right at the edge of it, pretty much. You're fully stuck in here until you bomb every yeah, you're bombing every tile. Yeah.
This is the worst part about Metroid Fusion is these, because they just randomly appear, and outside of this room, there's usually no indication that it can happen.
Yeah.
So most of those rooms, because that's the only mandatory one, I think I usually just leave and assume I need the space jump.
Yeah, well, that one you can't leave.
That's the only mandatory.
Yeah, you get stuck. But
I fell.
what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, what I was saying before with the X parasites. I love when games can weave the like narrative and like lore stuff into the gameplay itself, in a very coherent way. Because the X parasites, like they kind of are a very gamey mechanic, but that is just how they function. They're like they're a game mechanic, but also like a thing that exists in this world. And when they bring it back in Dread and it functions identically to how it does in Fusion, I don't know. I like when games are able to do that kind of thing.
I can't remember if there's a missile there.
There probably is something there.
I don't know. If I don't find it immediately, usually I just come back later with power bombs anyways and ignore it.
Yeah.
It's usually my logic.
Boss door.
Sick dodge. Breakdown?
Breakdown. Boss door.
Samus's Bizarre Adventure.
Man, if I could write music, I'd have made so many parodies.
You don't have to write music, just to write lyrics.
Space
Also, it's
jump.
everybody's favorite boss, the condom.
Yeah, why is it a condom? Is there
I don't
any
think that was-
meaning?
$10 says Sakamoto saw that and then thought, condom, motherhood.
This boss
And
would have
then wrote
fit
a,
perfectly
Other M.
into Other M.
Yeah. This
Little-
boss is pretty easy.
A little tedious.
Yeah, I take some really stupid hits though that I could have dodged.
It's not often that you get a bad boss in this game, so you know what? It's fine.
I wouldn't call it bad. It's just
It's just not as good as the rest.
Saris is one of the only ones I would call bad because I feel like that one's borderline impossible to dodge unless you have actually played the game for years and learned to speedrun it.
Yeah.
Where it's like so tightly designed that I mean most of the bosses are pretty tightly designed, so you're probably gonna be hurting for health by the end. But it's like Saris in particular. It's a little ridiculous. I guess the spider too.
Yeah.
The
I
spider,
jump and jump off.
I think the spider is the only one that consistently kills me each time I play this game. At least once, and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember the fight now.
Yeah, I always die to that one. I know it's like it probably shouldn't have so much an issue with it, but I do always have a problem with Nightmare. I don't know why.
I usually don't die to Nightmare.
I don't usually die to him, but I usually take a ton of damage.
It is a hard fight.
Yeah.
Okay, make sure you use the beam, not missiles. But we'll talk about that when we get to it. No power bombs.
No. We gotta go the long way. Well, just a new way, I guess.
Yeah. However, I'm gonna get lost here because a lot of times when I play this, I usually just happen to go the right way, but I don't remember it. And for some reason, when I replay it, I like see ways and then start to doubt myself of, oh wait, wasn't there something I could do over here? And then, but no, I got it right the first time.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah. You're supposed to go down there, and I forgot.
Ah.
So detour time.
Like, but I don't have power bombs.
Yeah, remember when I said I did a test playthrough? Yeah, apparently it didn't matter.
It's bound to happen. You can't remember everything.
Yeah.
That's why I cheated and used a guide that I followed to the T, pretty much, in my Super Metroid playthrough.
Yeah. Well, I cheated for both Metroid 1 and 2, so it's okay.
Yeah. One thing I will say that I think is like the best in this game is like the weapon sound effects. Like the best in the whole freaking series. So crunchy.
I think it has some of the best tracks in the game too, or in the series.
Yeah.
Also, it's the SAX. I love the SAX.
Seriously,
These sections
though.
are always a little chilling.
Metroid Fusion remake with the SAX as Mr. X, just following you throughout the whole game. I know, I am like, I've become the anti-remake guy, but you know what? I would be happy with a Fusion remake or something, or a Super Metroid remake. I would play it. It's more 2D Metroid. Even though they probably wouldn't be as good as the originals, or they would change a lot, it would still be like a top tier video game experience, because that's how I feel about like Zero Mission and Samus Returns. Well, I do think those are better than the originals, but what I'm saying is that I think that a Super Metroid or a Fusion remake would be of a similar tier in terms of just a great high quality video game experience that the original Fusion and Super Metroid are. Because I have no reason to doubt anyone that has made a 2D Metroid game.
Yeah, especially if Mercury Steam makes it.
Yeah.
Because we already know they love this game a lot.
And they wanted to remake it initially, but Sakamoto said Metroid 2.
Instead they got better. They got to make the sequel.
Honestly,
boy,
yeah.
did they deliver.
It's a really good thing that they were able to do Metroid 2 instead of Fusion.
Yeah. Which Metroid 2, or Return of Samus, has the best door opening sound effect in all of Metroid.
It's like chunky one, isn't it?
Dude, it's like this big metal door.
Yeah.
It has like so much reverb on it. It sounds so cool. And sci-fi, I love it. Like, if they ever remade Super Metroid, because it has the same style of doors, they gotta sound like that. Dread does not get those because it's a research lab, so it has different style doors, which is fine, but it's not the same.
You know what we should
Dread
do?
instead just gets bass for everything, and it sounds so sick.
You know what we should do? We should, since you haven't played it, we should do a live stream series of your first playthrough of AM2R.
Oh, that could be cool. I played up until the really hard like weapons boss that was original for it.
Yes.
The
bosses in that game are a fucking bitch. But like, it's kind of like this game where it's like they're kind of fucking really cool and fun to fight. once you know their like attack pattern and everything.
Yeah, and thankfully Mercury's theme follows that exactly as well.
Yeah, yeah. 100%.
Except for the numerous Metroid fights. But
yeah, they wanted to match the number of Metroids, which I get. But it does kind of get repetitive. I think that's just in the nature of Metroid 2. Unfortunately, because you have to kill the Metroids, you know. So.
And now we get Sector 4, and we actually get a pretty big map, but you cannot get to most of it. It's kind of a tease, but that's okay. Because Sector 4 also has the full underwater section,
right,
in the aquarium area, but you don't get to go to that at first. We'll be going there later. I love Sector 4. This place is so cool.
It's like the first really big area. So it's where you start feeling the most Metroidy, I guess.
I think it's the first place you're gonna get truly lost in.
Yeah.
Because there's some tricky spots to figure out.
Yeah, this is probably where I got stuck on my first playthrough. But I got a bit more of a intuition for that kind of thing nowadays.
It also has one of my top 5 music tracks in all of Metroid.
Oh yeah, this is so good.
The Sector 4 music is... Oh, it's so good. I want remixes of it, please. Bring it back to later games. I love seeing Brinstar Red return all the time. I really do. But bring this back too, please. And thank you. Okay, so this section's a little annoying. Because of screen size. Use the chains. If you follow the chains, you're gonna know where a platform's at. Also, we can do a little bit of sequence breaking here.
Ooh.
But only by like 5 minutes, because you're about to get the power up that lets you go through here. So.
And they said this game didn't have sequence breaks. God.
Only for optional items, but it is cool that it's here.
Metroid fans are fake fans. All of them.
Yeah, opportunity for some missiles here. I shot in the exact wrong spot.
Okay, well, to be fair, I would also climb to the very top of the ladder and try and do it.
Those are both missile blocks, so you gotta use 2 missiles for that. Metroid Fusion blocks were really annoying about that.
Yeah, more reason for me to never use them.
No, use them. You have so many of them. Just use them. It's more fun.
You're right.
Use your missiles, Metroid fans.
I use the missiles heavily in this game, but for bosses.
So you're the average Metroid fan.
Yeah, but like in this game, you want to stuff 300 missiles into a boss.
Until you get the plasma beam, in which case you'll be using that.
Well, even then,
missiles.
Does the like base plasma shot do more than the super missiles or anything?
The base shot, but the charge shot. If you charge those and then keep... Oh, this is a mistake. Go through that room first. You get an E-tank. It will help. You want that E-tank. Don't do what I just did. Go through that room first. Follow it to the end.
Ow.
I like that sprite that appears on her for electrocution. It's cool.
Art in the Metroid series is just top tier.
It's peak. It's peak.
Everything about the freaking 2D Metroid games is just top tier. I don't care what anyone says. Easily the best Nintendo franchise.
I kept jumping. There we go.
Why are you jumping?
That is probably where most people are going to get lost, is they're not going to think about bombing that wall.
Yeah. If you
don't go this way. It's useless.
This is the thing. If you're playing a Metroid game, shoot at everything, and if that fails, bomb everything. And you should be good. You'll figure it out.
Yeah. Thankfully by this game, that's not really an issue, and it's not going to be an issue until you get to Samus Returns in Dread.
Ow. Ow.
Ow. Meh. There'll be a boss door. I'll get my health back. It's okay. That is a nice thing. I feel like when you first play this game, you are doing like everything you can to preserve health.
Yeah.
But once you know it and you know where the health refills are, you can be a lot more reckless about it. And I think it's more fun that way.
This game, you are very fragile in this game.
You are very fragile.
Even when you've
And
got
I am
all
way
the
too
energy
reckless for what it
tanks.
was.
Even when you've got all the energy tanks that you could ever hope for, the later enemies in this game will just take a full energy tank away when they kill you. So.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
It's dead. What happened?
Piranhas. Ah. You're like, but I was in there. Wait.
That is why you want to go that other way I pointed out earlier. You want that E-tank. But I wasn't going to go back for it, so we're doing this the fun way.
I mean, to be fair, you probably would have lost most of your health by this point anyways. But
Well, I would have gotten it back from that,
yeah,
from that X.
I forgot that
I would
they
just have an
do
extra
that.
E-tank for this, which you certainly want. This boss will do a lot of damage to you. But you know what? I was feeling like a pro gamer.
Oh. The slow reaction there was hilarious.
Okay, this move's really... You have seen my reactions in other games, okay? You know exactly well that Saris is going to be a nightmare for me, okay? I don't want to hear it. Ow.
I know. It was just funny. Like he's slowly coming down from the ceiling, and after he gets to the water, then Samus turns around to look at it.
What's that? What's that? There we go.
Some kind of tentacles going into the water. I wonder what power-up we're getting this time.
Yes, I wonder what it could be.
Ow.
Almost had it.
You know, I was about to say I wanted to see an X-Parasite infected, or an X-Parasite version of a Chozo, but we literally get that dread.
By the way, sick dodge.
Yeah, it was pretty sick. Ah.
It's going to happen a lot, sadly. Aww. I have no excuse on that one.
Samus, it's behind you. I like to think Adam's just berating Samus throughout this whole thing. Samus.
I somehow dodged all of those by not jumping the one time I needed to. I thought that was really funny.
I guess you don't really
Ow.
need it. The boss isn't that hard. You just will take damage. Jump, motherfucker, jump!
I'm talking about like your first playthrough because that is really hard stuff to dodge. I just know this boss pretty well.
And if you get in the water, it's a tough time.
Yeah, don't fall into the water in this section. But that's okay.
You're gonna die.
Like,
oh my
one shot.
god. Jesus Christ.
It's okay. I know what I'm doing.
Speed booster. Now this game is peak.
Now we can Shine Spark. It's a Metroid game now.
Now we can Shine Spark, and it's kind of harder to do. Well, it's a little easier in this game than Super Metroid, but it's still not intuitive until Dread.
I was gonna say Samus Returns, but that doesn't actually have a true Shine Spark, so never mind.
No, yeah, it really doesn't.
Yeah. I like its system there too, but the game also doesn't tell you about it. So it actually is a Shine Spark. But at least Super, you know, they have the animals to show you. Hopefully more people kept their manual for this game. That probably explained how to do the Shine Spark. But I don't think the Shine Spark is required for anything here either.
Yeah.
So.
Now you gotta go back
All
to
right,
that
we gotta
E-Tank.
Yes, I am. That's why I keep checking the map.
I'd be doing the same thing.
I thought I was about to run into that enemy there. I stopped like right before it opened the map. Like, oh, I'm running into that, but no. Quick dodge.
I love this area. It's so cool. I
don't know how I absorbed that X. Normally X, when they're flashing like that, it means you can't. They're about ready to do something scripted, so you're not supposed to absorb them. Somehow I absorbed that one. I don't know how.
I think
Because
it's
you're
just
supposed to become like
depends.
an armored fish. So you
Yeah.
start seeing like the tougher variants of enemies that the X can turn themselves into. Because
Yeah,
like it's heavily implied that they can take traits from one thing and add it to another. So that's why like some of the bosses have Samus's arsenal because they got it from the SAX,
Yeah.
which is really cool.
Did they get it from the SAX or did they just absorb? Because in this game, you're like downloading data from the Federation. So, I don't
There
know.
are points where they do that, but it's outright stated because the Federation never sent data for the speed
Okay.
booster or the high jump.
Okay.
You're not; those are abilities you're not supposed to have.
Why all the stuff that the Federation had isn't in one computer will forever baffle me.
Because you're not authorized. Duh.
Samus, you're not authorized to use breathing. Please stop now.
I want to like pull up that image of her just giving a thumbs down in defiance, but she still goes through with it anyways. There's some goofy stuff in Other M. I am so excited to play it.
The story in that
Oh,
game feels very Yoko Taro to me.
I know Yoko Taro writes good stories.
Hey, we're Metroid fans. That is a good story.
Other M?
Yeah. I think it's a very cool story, poorly executed. From what I've seen. I still need to play it. I'm a fake fan.
Oh.
We already just established.
Okay, one annoying thing about Fusion is that if something's too low,
You can't ledge grab, yeah.
you can't ledge grab. But it's only Fusion, and it gets me every time.
Yeah, because like she kind of extends downward when she hangs off something. In Zero Mission, it's just a very snappy thing. You can pretty much go on any ledge. And then in Dread, yeah, it's much the same there.
Yeah, they're way more lenient about it. Ow.
Oh. Whee!
Shy Spark!
That was necessary.
Yeah. If I could do a Shine Spark, even if I absolutely don't need to, I'm gonna do it.
There.
Especially in Dread when you have those moments where the camera changes to be cinematic.
Yeah,
It's so good.
in Dread it's awesome because like the camera pulls back so you can see where you're going. And shine sparking in that game actually makes sense.
Okay, if you notice there's a item marker down there, you can get to it with the speed booster, but you need power bombs to actually get the item. So don't go down there, it's a trap.
It's a waste of time.
Yeah. If it's not on the obvious beaten path, you're probably gonna come back later with someone else.
Oh. I
That's
thought
like
we
the
were about to
general
end the
rule of
part. Oh yeah, you gotta do the navigation.
I was, but I don't want to start the next part with 2 navigation rooms in a row. So
Fair enough.
I figured it'd be smoother this way. Really makes me wish the save rooms were after the navigation rooms. But
Well, I think they did that because when you put the game down and you boot it back up, it might have been a few days. They're doing all this with the intention of it being a portable video game that you can pick up and put down at any time. So
yeah, the best mobile game.
I think that they did that specifically so that it would avoid the problem I have with like RPGs where I don't play the game in a week and I've completely forgotten what I need to do. You know.
Mm-hmm.